Hello, everyone, and welcome to the virtual living room. It is your girl Lovey, and we are back for another week's recap of Married at First Sight. Uh, episode 6. Yeah,
What
episode
was
6.
that?
We at
We're
6
doing a
already?
bunch.
Yeah, we are at episode 6. April. Yeah, Leon. Leon. Okay, and I'm not speaking like I'm from the French Quarter. Okay. That crap was boring last night. Okay. All right. Yeah.
I have a question.
Oh,
Go ahead, April. Let's lead with your question.
Oh, wait. Hold on. We got to let the people know. We got to let the
Okay, I'm
people
sorry.
know.
I'm sorry.
You gotta introduce folks first.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? We want to be all inclusive here. You
Well,
know
we
what I'm
got
saying?
April.
Right.
I'm here.
We got Iva
What's up?
and Belinda, and we're down to Brown because
I
usually.
know, right?
Surfing this
He done
weekend.
left me already, Lord. Jesus, he done left me already, Lord. I got married 5 minutes, he gone, Lord.
Right. I was just looking forward to hearing trash, with the gusto that he said.
I got him in spirit. I will be Brown in spirit this week. Trash.
Okay, and call everybody trash, right?
Trash. Because there were a few trash people.
A
Yeah,
few.
it was some trash moments. It was some trash moments, but more trash moments are to come because those doggone previews. I'm like, y'all went straight to
Straight
the
to
mental
trash
illness
moment.
hospital and picked out quite a few people.
But that
Oh,
and
that's
that
my
was
nice
part
way
my
of saying it.
question. That
okay.
was really
What's
part
your
of my
question?
So, because y'all remember it was a little bit boring. So I'm trying to figure if I had dozed off or
Those stuff.
did they show. So in the preview, I saw Gil massaging Mirlax. Now, was that a preview or did I doze off and miss it? Because I could have swore I seen it. It looked like they was on the honeymoon and he was giving her a massage. And
Miralax loosened up.
I'm like, was that a preview? Did that happen on the show? What? Anybody else see that?
I didn't. You saw
Miralax was very touchy-feely. I don't remember that, but I can say I was going to give her credit, Lord, just this one time, that it seemed as though she was loosening up a little bit. Like I was like, oh, and I almost would have thought they would have had sex. Like I was like, oh, they ain't nothing like that made you loosen up. And don't nothing make you loosen up better than some good D. And I swear to God, I thought she had some because she was a whole lot more looser. Now, she still had her little moments where she kind of tried to complain because that's just what she's supposed to do. But I was surprised to see that it seemed like she's kind of loosening up with him. Like even their confessionals or whatever, she kind of was like touching him and stuff. And I was like, oh, okay, come through with
you know what? I noticed because he gives it back to her. And we said it like he don't really, she be having a mood and being sedity, Iva's word, and he will call her on it. He will call her on it in a minute and tell her how particular she is and that she got to have everything a certain way. And so I think the fact that he keeps naming it and calling her out on it,
it's
making her like having to,
and he's and being cute helps him because if he was an old, whatever looking dude, she wouldn't even. Oh no, she would have been like, whatever, you're not even worth my time. But he's a nice looking dude, so she probably is gonna bend a little bit. But I saw it happening, like. They were kind of bonded as a couple, like even talking to other couples and stuff. Like I was surprised because I thought she was going when she finally decided to stop being the soccer ball. I thought that maybe she was going to come out and be a little funky, but she was open to everybody. I was surprised.
Well, when they were together and he actually, April said he actually called her out, but he called her out in front of other people. Who else, besides us, because we're not there, but who else has, decided to consummate, and they were like, because Johnny said that, right? And they were like, oh, so-and-so. He turned around, he's like, oh, we ain't even kissed. Right, wife? Kind of looked at her, she's like, well, yes, because he like, anyway. But he has put that out there in front of the people. We ain't even kissed. So
he calls her out in a minute.
He did. As you said in the scenes for next week, why he kissed his puppy. And she was like, oh, I'm not doing that. He said, well,
somebody to kiss me.
Exactly. We ain't kissing, so somebody needs to kiss me. So bitch, you didn't went all the way to this old folks home, as you called it, and you ain't even came back and you ain't even kissed this man. Girl, I'm
Girl,
gonna
she
need you to
tripping.
calm down.
And the thing about it, I like the fact that he called her out on all of her complaints, everything that she do. He called her out on it.
And he
Yeah.
know it before she even gonna do it. Like, he be like, oh, you ain't gonna like this, huh? Like, so
Yes.
I appreciate that. That much I can say I like about him more than Miles, because he definitely has somebody that acts like Karen. But unlike Miles, he'll call her on it because he's secure enough in himself. And it's probably because he is a little cutie pie firepin. So he probably,
I still think she worse than Karen.
I think she's a little bit
Miles
worse
let
than
Karen
Karen.
go on way too
But
long.
I still think that she is
I think
worse
she
than
is worse
Karen.
than Karen, because Karen didn't do that much complaining.
Yeah,
Karen
she
wasn't
No, Karen
very
didn't complain.
touchy-feely,
Karen picked
but
on
she
him.
wasn't
Karen picked
complaining.
on Miles.
And
She
she
wasn't
complains
personal.
about
Yeah,
everything.
she hit him personal. But
Yeah.
the difference between he and Miles is, if this chick was to start hitting him personally, oh, he be done lit her ass up and be like, let me tell you about you.
For
You know
real.
what I
No,
mean?
he did. He
For
did.
real.
He has already jumped in and said, when he was talking about the dog, her not walking the dog and how silly that was, he said, okay, now you're going to make me not want to continue this with you.
Yes.
He told
Yes,
her
he
that
He
says
did
that
say
a
that in the
lot.
preview.
we dated now
Said that in front
before.
of Pastor Cal.
Well, I want to see what that is about, though, because I don't know
Mhm.
if that was about the puppy, but I do want to see what he said in front of Pastor Cal.
I thought he
Where
said
Pastor
something
Cal was
to,
like, oh.
I thought he alluded to that when they were talking about walking the dog. That was out on the balcony at the honeymoon still. And she was saying we can get a dog walker and all this kind of stuff. He was like,
Right, and he was like, well, I do that, but I would, what he said, because he said he works 24 hours, right? Sometimes, and he got to stay. Well, who watches the dog when? He's like, oh, I get a dog walker, but we get another one. So I agree with you on that. Why he was telling her that, but for the previews, when he said something, and I want to know what the specifics were, because when he said, well, that's going to make me not want to, and Pastor Cal was even like, oh.
Yeah, we don't know what that conversation was.
Yeah.
I don't know if it was dog related. We don't know. It's interesting. It will be interesting to know, but I don't know if I would assume that it was dog related.
Yeah, I don't think that's a deal breaker.
No, I think that the dog is a deal breaker, Lovey.
No,
I mean, so
no, I'm talking about as far as like, no, I get, she's just not completely trying to understand the thought of him being a pet dad, a dog dad, and she's just so far removed from it. Yeah, I get that, because if somebody tried to come along and I'm trying to date them and they just don't want to have nothing to do with Cody, we got a problem.
For
But
real.
what I'm saying is right now, for what we know, where she's not willing to walk the dog, I don't think that that's necessarily a deal breaker or like a as Johnny say, run. But
because Johnny got a lot of run moments going down.
Right.
We're gonna come back to them.
Right, we're gonna come back. But as far as I would say, Gil, just keep your same routine that you currently have. Take them to, have your walker, find a dog walker in the area to keep that going. You're going to have to keep it going because she's not going to give in, period. And so, and just like she's not expecting you to make her change, it should still be vice versa. Keep that same and keep doing what you're doing and just keep it moving. Just keep it pushing. So I'm so sick of her.
I don't know about that. I'm sick of her too, but I do feel like she needs to be able to
compromise,
right? And he has mentioned that a couple of times about her compromising, and she doesn't get it. She doesn't see it. And so I don't know. I feel like the more he says, it's one thing that's different about him and Miles was a lot of things, but one main thing is that he's saying up front, we only weeks, not even a week in yet, and he's already gonna say on the next previews, like, this is a deal breaker. Like, this, I don't like this. This is a deal breaker. he's not waiting like Miles, where we like a month in or longer, 8 weeks in, and he finally breaks and gets so mad at her. I feel like Gil is gonna say it way sooner. Like, this is not gonna work for me. And maybe when she realizes that she's gonna end up getting somebody gonna divorce her, maybe she will change.
I think so too.
You know what? I'm finding that the majority of the couples are standing up for themselves. They are speaking on their own behalf. Look, I don't like that. This is not going to roll. I'm not willing to. Or, hey, I'm seeing this in you. That's a red flag for me.
Do you think it's because they're older?
Rachel?
Yes,
in this group?
absolutely.
Because like when I realized Brett, is that her name? When I realized she was 33, like when I was watching something earlier, I watched the Unfiltered, and they had a little clip from her, and I was like, damn, 33. Like at 33, I can't say I was willing to play no games. So I kind of I think that may be the reason why they're more vocal, because they've had more time in their own shit. You know what I'm saying? Like you have more time to be yourself and develop, and this is what I like and this is what I don't like. So either it's gonna help y'all to say whoa, or it's gonna make you to where this doesn't work for you. As opposed to, you know, the other younger folks like
20 something.
Like Miles. Yeah, like Miles, who's just like, I'm just keep chasing after you like a little puppy. Hope you change, you know. So I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. I think that it may be a good thing that they're a little older, because either we in or we out.
Okay, but these chicks, they are yes, they are like 33 to 35, but they're still immature.
Well, I think it's because they haven't had, there's something to having to have, like my mom always say, somebody outside of myself. And so I think with these folks, like you didn't really have no whole full relationships. You ain't got no, I don't think none of them even have a fucking pet. Ain't nobody got a dog, cat, nothing. You know what I'm saying? Not a child, not a nothing. I haven't seen any of these women. Who got a pet?
The women. Well,
the women.
Okay, you're saying, you're saying the women, because I'm like,
what's his name? So I don't think they know how to.
Who's Brett's husband? I mean, Brett's husband. Ryan, because Ryan got a dog.
Yeah.
Gil has a dog.
What do you guys?
But the women about?
Is
what I'm saying.
I know. That's what I'm saying. You did say women, because I'm like, somebody else got a dog. Because that was one of the first things we talked about earlier this season. Was like, damn, it seemed like everybody got fucking pets. Animals. Yeah.
That was on Atlanta that had pets. These folks don't.
No, these folks do too. But you're right when you say it's not women, because I think it's the dudes that have the pets.
Yeah, I was gonna ask, what do you guys think about the conversation Gil and Myrla was having about her, how she was raised and that she was poor and stuff like that? It seemed like he had some insight to why she is the way she is. Even still, she's kind of extreme with the way she is.
We knew that though, Wahidi. We knew she was new money.
Yeah.
We knew. Yeah, we knew she was new money.
She behaves as if she's new money anyway.
Correct.
But, you know, he was trying to get a sense of, you know, where her background was from, and maybe he had a little bit more understanding. But I just don't like even the way she speaks to him when he was talking about the children issue. You know what I mean? How much children? I mean, I'm sure he was probably exaggerating that he wants to have 8 kids. But
7, 8, 9.
But she was opposed to adoption, just like, no. Like, it's
she worried about her body.
Yeah, it's never.
Well, bitch, if you worried about your body, why wouldn't you go with the adoption?
No, she worried about money when it comes to the.
No, she worried about being petty, and if she has a child in her house, she wanted to look like her. That's what the hell that was about. I want one for me. That was some old.
She wants to afford these kids. She don't ever want to be poor.
I get that, but I think that the adoption part for her is the fact that you would have a child that isn't of your own, and she's not giving enough of. You know what I mean? She can't see fucking past herself to adopt a child. Adopting a child is a lot. You gonna have a kid that looks nothing like it possible. You know what I mean?
And so it has to be a selfless act. It's a selfless act because you actually want to take care of a child. You actually want to have a child, but take care of a child and rescue damn near a child that is not your own. But at the same time, when she wanted to have, or like she said, she wants to have a child. Remember when they said that at the wedding, was at the wedding, Wahidi? First,
she started talking about the body.
Barely want to have her own kids.
I need her mommy makeover. I need a mommy makeover, like damn near ASAP. And he was like, okay, you know.
And to me, like, what part of the compromise? Like, did somebody not tell her? Because she's very immature. Marriage is compromise. So if you're saying that you don't want to physically have that many children, and your husband says he wants to have a lot of children, okay, let's adopt. That's a compromise. You know what I mean? Like, let me have two. Maybe we'll adopt one, or maybe we'll adopt two. Like, what is the compromise? Everything for her is just no.
Okay,
No,
but
no.
realistically though, at 35, how many babies you knocking out?
No, you can have two.
Clock is ticking, boo boo.
You
Right.
can have two, right? But if he's saying he wants to have more, and he's saying, okay, you don't want to physically have more than two, fine. Let's, I want to have a big family.
Mm.
Why does she have to say no to everything? Is my question.
Yeah,
No.
I don't know.
Oh, she is shallow as hell. Like I'm not understanding why we're not addressing the shallowness and understanding how deep the shallowness is, because the shallowness is deep. So I think that we're not understanding that because it's just like so hard for us to fathom that's not who we are. But that shallowness is deep as hell.
Well, maybe it'll come out once they move in.
Like, yeah, even when she was like, he was like, "Oh, you've been a diva," and she was like, "Yeah, we were, things were tough, but I understand why we couldn't go shopping. I just wanted to go shopping. Shopping, bitch? Shopping? Bitch, you talking about going shopping? Let me hit my plies for y'all. Like, come on now, for real." Like, not even. Oh, I wanted a more comfortable room. I got teased at school. That bitch.
The only thing she did, she got him some cookies.
Right.
And he was way too excited about that. I'm gonna need for you.
That's only because she ain't done nothing the whole time.
You. I was about to say, I'm with you. Why she hasn't done anything, Levy. So he's trying to be this. First of all, it's a Hall of setup. He's trying to like give her some benefit, like, okay, I'm give you credit for something or whatever, because when I do get ready to cut down on your ass later on in this season, I'm gonna need everybody to realize that I didn't give you some benefit, and now, bitch, I'm just cutting you down. Because you do have to give them some kind of
recognition. I get that.
Yes,
I totally get that.
He was trying to praise her for her effort.
He praised her too for getting on that plane,
but he was way too excited.
Got sick, even though she got sick. I went, can we go down? But he did, at least be like, okay, you want to do that with me? So
it was still too much. Oh my God!
Too much complaining. Too much complaining. You gonna go just do it.
Did she not get on the plane and go to Florida? Was you sick then? Did you not board a plane from Texas?
Yeah, but she was talking about the plane on the water. That's what she was talking about. The water being over the water pisses her off or whatever.
In motion.
Well, what Belinda said was, did you not fly from Texas over the freaking ocean to Florida?
To Florida. Did you not?
I'm sorry, not Florida, to Florida. Did you not fly to Florida? So why is your ass upset, heifer?
Right.
I'm over her. I'm over her. Oh, I just really hope he getting her ass the rest of the season.
I hope he does. With Pastor Cal. With Pastor Cal. Please.
You're gonna be divorced.
No, but what's funny is they gonna be the one, even though I didn't choose them, they gonna be the one, because Gil is gonna get her together in front of Pastor Cal. They gonna be the one that's gonna stay together. And that's gonna be
I hope he keep getting her together, because I've noticed that she has backed down a little bit. And she, maybe off camera, I agree with Belinda that I saw her holding his arm, trying to
he
be
had his hand on her.
affectionate.
Yeah. Did you see when she was in the bed and he was sitting on the side of the bed and he had his hand on her thigh? Did y'all see that?
I didn't see that. What was they talking about?
And it wasn't no stranger. It wasn't no stranger at that point, was it?
Word?
Mm-hmm.
I don't even remember. What was they talking about when he was sitting on the edge of the bed?
Were they talking about the last name?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. That's a whole nother thing.
And what y'all think about that? Because
why are we talking about that right now?
Well, because he's trying to figure out something. Like you said, I need to get some kind of ground. I don't got no grounds with her. So I understand part of that, which it's weird for me because I always thought that if or when I got married, I would take the last name. But then the longer that it goes for me in my age, I'm thinking my accomplishments, I might want to hyphenate. But then what's weird is like the last person I was with in a relationship, he had no problem with that. He was like, if you want to take my last name, you can. If you don't, I don't care, because the ring gonna be big enough. They gonna know you take it anyway.
Yeah, but this man is Latin.
Exactly, and that's what he said. And
Mhm.
because he was like, see, he wanted her to be what, Myrla, Esther,
It sounded good to me when
I
he
think the way
was
he
rolling their
said
R's.
de
kinda
Curia.
fun.
I was like,
He was
oh, I
rolling
said,
their
I
R's.
like
I said,
that.
that sounds
Feria
good.
de Curia, and she was Feria de Culo, whatever his name was. No, not Culo. That's
I was
ass.
like, you need to say
Whatever
something
his
else
name
in
was.
Spanish. That sounds
Right.
good.
And she was
Yeah.
like, well, I do need to say Feria. I think about that for my dad. And he was like, well, when I think about that, okay, but I'm Latin. And then here she go, well, everybody in my family, nobody really goes by that. But he looking at her like, bitch, can I get
That
something?
ain't true. She lying. And the thing about it is, to me, it was her tone. It's not even
It's her
what.
tone.
It's not even the fact that she's gonna change her name or not, because they got more than enough time to talk about that. It's her. No, I'm not doing that. Not even. Let me think about it. Let's talk about it another time. Da, 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 da. It's just her tone, her attitude. It's just stank.
Let's
It
talk about
is.
it later.
Okay, I'm over her already. I'm over this season already. I'm sorry. Okay, so, can we go to Bow and Johnny?
Okay, let's go.
Her and Val don't get
Johnny
her
be
stuff.
talking himself out of some shit, period. And he a little bit more sensitive than I thought he was. And Bao is a little bit more open than I thought she was. Okay, go ahead.
Val
That's
don't get
all I
her
gotta say
funky
on that.
butt in the shower. That's all I gotta say.
That part. Like they dead ass having this conversation about the shower.
You talking about after you done worked out?
Like you do a cat.
After you done worked out, you don't want to get your butt in the shower?
She trying to tell y'all. She trying to tell y'all she depressed though. You didn't hear that. Y'all didn't hear that. Y'all didn't catch that.
Couch?
No, but y'all didn't catch that.
I
If
did.
I'm sad, if I don't
heard her say,
yeah.
what's the problem? Who we need to go talk to? Val.
I was telling Ken though.
Right, I was like, she's depressed.
Because a thick chick, we be sticky. So we gotta go take a shower. I'm like,
wait,
thick chick, girl, we be a little sticky. The little, you be like, it's a little,
Up under you, if you more than a B cup, honey, up under here you got from under cheese. I do not like that smell up under them from under cheese, up under them cheese. I got to get in the whole bath, because a whole bath or a bird bath does not fly if like you are over 120 pounds.
You be a little tingy. You need to go ahead.
Okay, I'm dead for a moment. America, I'm dead. Go ahead.
You need to lift. You need to lift. Well, she don't got that much to lift, but you need to lift and wipe up underneath.
So she ain't feel a little stick lady. So she don't know about being, a little sticky. Because I was like, oh, a real chick, you about to go work out, baby. You be like, I cannot wait till I get to the shower. But like you said, I did hear the depression part. I did hear her say that.
She's depressed.
But we keep bringing it up, so it sounds like it's some real shit going down. You know what I'm saying? Like, y'all talking about this even in the preview once y'all get home. And this joke will say, I'm going home. He's like, I'm gonna leave your funk ass right here. And then on Unfiltered, he said, he was like, it's not, kind of basically, he was like, it's not conducive to being intimate. Because he was like, nobody want to go down there. Did anybody watch Unfiltered?
Ew. I turned it off because if you're giving away too much, it's giving it away. So I have to turn. Sometimes I can't watch it, so I turned it
off.
Johnny
is a little X-rated, what kills me about Johnny is that you talk a whole bunch on Unfiltered, but unless this is the new Johnny since you have, since they filmed this earlier, you ain't all that adventurous, bro. Your wife is like more adventurous than you, because if y'all remember what she said when they woke up on the first thing this morning, well, our pillow barrier is still here because my husband wants it. So that's letting you know, like, first of all, so you want the pillow barrier.
I'm so confused because he be acting like he don't.
Exactly. But he the one that wants it. Why he keeping it there. And it's because she's snoring.
He probably smell her.
No, cut it out. But
look, I don't care if you.
because she's
I don't
snoring.
care if
You
you
ain't snoring
skinny
that
or
hard. You
big.
still snoring
You
through all
skinny
them
or
feathers.
big. You sweating in between your thighs, and you need to go take a shower. I don't care what size you are. And
Why
bow
they
over
never
here,
show?
but
Why they never
you don't
show them
shower that
taking a
often.
shower? You show them brushing their teeth, but you never see them getting out the
Well,
shower.
they only
Oh,
showed
no,
the
no.
only person I
Shower.
seen
You know who
taking
was taking a
showers was
shower?
Armani and Woody. That was the
Armani
second
and Woody
They
was
take
in
their
that
showers
shower every
together on
chance
a
he
regular
get.
basis.
because that was
Every
You
second
that
they
was
was
an
in that shower.
intimacy. Remember, they wasn't doing it, but I keep calling her Armani, but Armani was letting him see
They
her
was in
naked
that
in the
shower all
shower.
the
Yeah, they
time.
was in that shower. Mm-hmm.
Every time I thought we taking a shower.
Mm-hmm.
Shower take
We went to the pool, so we need to wash off the chlorine.
Take
Okay.
a shower. I was like, I'm so
Mhm.
sick of them in that shower.
Me too. I was too, Wahidi. I'm
But
tired of
look,
y'all
baby,
niggas in
somebody
the
need to
shower.
tell Bow because we can't get her in the shower.
I'm telling you, throw in there like a damn cat.
And he was like, wait. Johnny said, can you just rinse off? He begging her.
Johnny is shook.
Jesus.
Shooketh. That shower situation has shooketh him. You hear me? He
This
like,
is the
what
time where I
Keep
would
his
run.
eyes
This is the
though.
time where he would run normally.
Did nobody see his eyes when she was like, sometimes I don't feel like taking a shower. That the shady cameraman, the shady music man, the music said, "Meow," and Johnny's eyes was like,
Oh my God! Right, he
yeah,
looking
Johnny
like
was like, what? We need to revisit. What the hell? His
yeah, that
eyes.
had me dying.
What,
But he said, this is about the time. This is about the time when I run.
That's what he said.
He did. He said this is the time where I would actually be checking the day naps, but I don't have any apps on my phone. I've deleted them. Okay. So, but this is what gets me though too though.
Thank you, woman.
Let's keep it funky though. This is what gets me because
Literally.
We are keeping it funky. Literally.
oh, like my baby. So, but Johnny, you are looking for your dating apps after your wife tells you that she snores. So some of that is not a good thing.
Well, we already, Johnny is anal as hell. Like we saw Johnny wear a damn uniform. His damn closet looked like a Lego man, like in the Lego movie. Like everything in his fucking closet was the same damn thing. So Johnny, we already know Johnny got some problems. Like we try to play like he cool Johnny, but Johnny is anal as shit. So I can imagine he gonna be like, get your dirty ass out of here. You snore. Like I think he really does seek perfection.
Not dirty ass.
So this ain't gonna work for Johnny.
But what's funny is
Johnny gonna have to be shook with. Even when he said, my neatness is not gonna be like yours. Johnny like, bitch, you don't understand. My shit is lined up and ironed in the closet. You know what I'm saying? Like I line up my forks like Rain Man. You don't get this.
But what gets me is that I think that I'm gonna say for myself, I was thinking that Bao, because of the how she was so adamant against the sports thing, and I was looking for a beautiful mind, an analytical mind, and how she was like harping on that shit, and how she was with her Excel spreadsheets. I thought that she was going to be more rigid than Johnny. I knew that Johnny was picky because we talked about that, and Johnny was, for lack of a better word, he was insecure because he would always say, what? I wait for them to tell me how they feel about me before I tell them, because that's what makes me let them, oh, okay, you insecure. So you need her to tell you that she like you first before you tell her, okay, boo. But with that being said, he is more picky and more like not willing to whatever or bend, compromise than Bao is. Bao is more willing to compromise than him. Does anybody else see that besides me?
I think, well, because she mentioned that, because when they were talking about living with one another, and she was saying that, with them being of a particular age, you're more set in your ways, and it's going to be hard to kind of come out of that. But that's with it. I feel that that's at any age. That's just like if a child goes off to college, they living off campus. I mean, they living on campus, or they have their own housing. They're away from home, and then they finish school and they move back in with their parents. You got to learn how to live with them. So what's the difference? I mean, because
I think with Bao just seems very aware of what her issues are, and she's aware of her rigidity, and I think she's prepared to try and compromise. Whereas Johnny, I don't think he's necessarily ready to compromise. I feel like it's a lot more scary for him.
I agree.
You know what I mean? And so when they're talking about it, he looks like, I don't know if I'm gonna be able to do it. Whereas she's just like, it's like she already foresees it. Like, I foresee this is
Yep.
maybe a little bit challenging, but I'm prepared to try and compromise. I just don't know if
Yep.
Johnny's gonna be able to do that.
But
just like when he said about the part about I'm gonna be honest with you, this is which I was glad that he said that this will be when I will be looking for another person, or I'll be on the apps or whatever. And she said, I'm glad that you told me that, and I appreciate that, because now we can work through that, and talk about like your fears and stuff. But the fact that, Johnny, you about to be ready to look for somebody else after snoring, like, my dude,
That's too much.
no, keep that funky. You not gonna find nobody, because if that's what you're ready for, after to look for somebody else afterwards, yeah, you ready to give up too fast. What is she gonna have to keep pulling you back in this relationship?
Nah, see, I gotta
Uh-huh.
I gotta throw my bid in for Johnny, because he has given her warning. Not really warning, but he's brought situations to her attention, just like with the hot and cold thing. One minute, if they can have the most beautiful day and they get back to the room and it's just like, womp womp. And then, he tried to reassure her when it came to the snoring. Hey, but that's you, but then she want to bust out in tears. It's just like, come on now, like, help me to help you to make this work.
But she already told him she was teased about that, so I dig it. We
Girl,
shouldn't hear about that no more after this. But like, calm down.
She doing too much. It's just like, come on now, like, I'm sorry, I'm with Johnny. I can't.
My thing though is, I think that their problem, their biggest problem is quit fucking overthinking. Like, let it be some unknowns in the situation. Like, when we get to the house, and let him find out I don't fucking shower every day. But do I have to tell him right now that I don't shower every day? Like, they thinking of every possible scenario. Like, just enjoy it. And my thing with them, if y'all have sex, this whole thing will be safe. He'll go to sleep. Yeah. He'll go hear your goddamn snoring, because it's gonna be sleep. If you give him some ass, you're gonna want to go wash your ass so you can be ready to give him some ass. Like, all of this will be solved with just a little,
TLC.
Yeah. Can somebody do the snore thing again? Because I agree.
I agree.
I agree. Have sex. That would change everything that's happening in this situation.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody will, and y'all quit overthinking, because you're taking
too much oversharing.
Yeah, but Johnny said that too. He told her, it's just like, just be in the moment. That's what I have a problem with Married at First Sight. These people, and it's usually the women, they are so much into their head that they're not realizing it's just a week. Take a week to just put everything to the side and just be in the moment. Now, one thing I will say about Brett and Ryan, and I know we're hopping over it now, and this is the second time we brought them up, so clearly they need to be next on the ticket. But Brett and Ryan, they understand, hey, we are married, but they're chopping it up like they are on dates. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? They're really getting to know one another. But these other females, it's just like, come on now, just take it as though you and he are on an island, and it's just the two of y'all, and y'all getting to know each other.
I agree with that, Lovey, but at the same time, because it is such a condensed period of time, they kind of do have to have some of these situations. Now, conversations. Now, maybe they do need to enjoy each other on the honeymoon so that it'll be better. They'll be more connected when they get home and start dealing with real life. But they do need to have some of these convos so that when they get to real life, it's not just like a complete culture shock. Because it is different when they get to the honeymoon stuff, because in other, times they would have, like, we'll say like BB and like Wahidi, y'all would have known your person before you got to the honeymoon. You already got that other shit established. And these people don't.
But like people like Mirlax, like she is so uptight. She's so uptight and she cannot stay present. Like, enjoy your man. You have a very good looking husband who's very nice.
April go right for
Look,
him to the
he's
end.
very nice, and he's trying to like be like glass half full. Like, let's enjoy the time. Let's enjoy the resort. Like, keep saying positive things. Everything is negative that she got to say. She, instead of focusing on the fact that the two of us are here. You know what I mean? Like, me and my husband could just be in a hotel together. Let's just talk. Let's enjoy each other. Let's be intimate with one another. You know what I mean? And I'm not even talking about having sex. Let's just be close. Let's talk. Let's kiss. Like, all of these things that you would do when you first getting to know somebody on a first long date. It's like a long paid for date. You know what I mean? Where you can really be just having a good time. Instead, she complaining the whole time.
Yeah, that's what I mean. I'm not saying that they shouldn't have those conversations. Maybe about 20 to maybe 30% of those hard conversations, but they at like 90, 95. Like y'all going head in.
Especially Bao and Johnny. Like,
yes. So it's just
all
like,
of them. How you want to pay the bills? How you want to have kids? Like
Prince. Oh my God.
Prince. So many questions. I think that it would be a little bit better. You know what I mean?
What's the girl's name? Prince.
Rachel. Belinda.
Lopez. What happened
Rachel.
with them?
Oh, you know what?
Prince
Mute yourself. Mute yourself. Log off. No, don't even mute yourself. Log off.
What?
Still calling her George Lopez's daughter.
Oh. But
yeah, I'll just
okay,
call her Josephina,
so GL's D, GL's George Lopez, GL's D. But you know what though, they still having issues, and she and Prince need to kind of get it.
He keep kissing her in the mouth when I wake up. Can you back up?
Yeah,
can you back up?
I just
woke up
now,
and you keep. He too
well,
controlling. He got a small man.
I'm that person.
Too controlling.
I don't have a problem. Y'all call me whatever. I don't have a problem with that because I am a fan of morning sex. So
me too. But turn that way, and I turn this way, and it's all good.
Yeah, but
I would prefer morning sex. But don't look at me in my face.
Okay. But I'm gonna tell you this, and this is me. Shut up. And this is me and my this is me and my nastiness. So tongue click. I can in morning sex, I don't have to like tongue you down because yes, we are consuming each other's, morning breathness. But consuming each other's morning breathness. However, the little smooches and the kiss on the cheek and the neck and all that, I can dig that.
Let me tell you.
But I will do that.
You gonna kiss me on the neck and I'm gonna still smell it.
That's what I said. Don't you put your nasty boy.
What the fuck kind of breath y'all niggas got? It's not that bad. It's not like it's coming out your fucking pores. Your breath. It's fucking morning breath. Like, calm down.
I can't do it.
Okay, well then I'm a nasty bitch in America because I can kiss you. I can kiss you. I mean, hey, I have 2, 3 in the morning sex. That's still morning sex. I'm still kissing a motherfucker. I
don't mind it. Don't kiss me.
Okay,
hey, you could flip me up. Yes, ma'am.
Obviously, they're doing something right. They got the rings. So
you are correct. You are correct. They have the rings and the husbands.
Love you. Don't do her like that.
No, she did me. Hey, no, she did. She did.
It don't have nothing to do with morning sex.
In America, she shut me up. So I'm on mute now because she's right. Y'all do have the rings. The ones who don't kiss. So, hey, maybe it's just me.
That don't have nothing to do with it. That don't have.
Apparently it does, Wahid. Apparently it does. Because she just stopped me. Hey, I got a cousin who's been married for fucking 20-some years, she ain't never used the bathroom in front of her husband. And I'm like, well, maybe that's wrong, because if it could knock on the door with me, what you doing? I'm using the bathroom. Did you need something? Because you knocking on the door. But yeah, she don't. He didn't know in 20 years that she went boo-boo.
Oh
Whatever.
Lord,
Okay,
yeah.
I don't know about that, but
So is that where we are? Are we at Jose and Rachel?
Prince,
Is that what
Prince,
you call them?
that is
Prince,
George
that
Lord.
Prince
man,
and God. Prince
that
and
man
God.
wear high heels in the bed. I'm telling you. Yes.
So someone said to me when I said he's very aggressive, the way he be grabbing her and stuff. They
Her
were like,
neck.
that's he's used to kissing men.
Oh Lord.
Oh,
I didn't
Lord.
say it. I'm just saying, I'm repeating what was said to me when I said he be kissing her like rough as hell, like grabbing all by her face.
He grabs her by her neck and her face and everything.
And they were like, that's because that's some old broke back mountain shit to wear.
And be kissing her all in the mouth in the morning. It's too much. He's too much. It's too aggressive. And I could already tell that she's trying to speak up for herself. She is trying, but he don't really, his listening ears, he don't really be listening too much. I think he only tolerating her on this honeymoon. As soon as we get back to the where they from, Houston, they're gonna shut it all down. Only thing that I'm standing behind Prince on is the fact that he got that good credit score, and hers probably a 400.
his close to perfect.
That
Yeah,
815, that 815, and that bitch probably got a 450.
Yeah,
He
because
said 850.
no, she probably got a 450 because she shop all the time.
Yes,
and she take trips.
He has an
She takes a lot of trips, but she
815.
just charge you.
Yeah,
And
he
so
has an
she don't- she's not
815.
good with her money.
I believe that her shit is
Messed
below
up.
Well,
average.
Right.
she takes
So that
trips every
part-
2 years.
I don't
that
give a shit.
part-
I take trips too, but my shit
do
ain't
too.
below a 450
You know, I take
anymore.
trips too.
Credit card.
So I Googled how much is a trip to, where does she want to go? Switzerland?
Yes.
And it was like $2,500. And I'm like, so we can't go there? Like we can't say
No,
Yeah, he
Belinda,
said-
because
he
he
said
wants to go to
Vegas.
Vegas or
He
New
said
York.
Vegas. We ain't going to Vegas. Heck no. That ain't the same as Switzerland. Are you crazy?
That ain't the same at all. This guy ain't say Cancun,
I
Bahamas,
said,
nothing. That nigga
I would
like,
have been
I'm gonna
like,
take you domestic, bitch.
I
We're
would-
not
Traveling
going
domestically, okay?
Prince,
You
you
cannot
staying
go to
here.
the other side of the airport, bitch. We on the damn domestic side.
So this was gonna
Right.
get me though. You got an 815 credit score but no passport, and she got a 450 and she got stamps.
She living life.
That's because she
let's
charging
keep
up
that part
everything.
funky. Oh well, but she living life, and it's just sitting
Right.
in the
Yeah,
house.
it got to be a balance. I agree with that.
You're
That
right.
has to be a
You're
balance.
right. We
And if
can
I wanna
still
go to
have an
Switzerland-
815, or I might bring your shit down because we get married. So you might be a 750. Hey, you still qualify for our house. You might be a 750, and I might get up to a 585. But we still got a savings. We still getting a house, and we still going on trips.
We going to doggone Switzerland. And if you want to stay here with your high heels and your perfect credit score, stay here. I'm going to Switzerland. That's what I would have told him.
The high heels and your blouses, bitch. Because did y'all see his outfit when they were
When
talking that
blouses.
over the thing? I like, he got his Prince outfit for y'all today, boo. Did y'all see that?
If we did visuals on this one, Lovey, you would need to do game blouses from Chappelle's show.
Yes, he had on blouses, baby. You would not him when he was dressed up talking to Zack at that thing. He had on red pants.
Yeah, some of the stuff he be trying to pull on we gonna put all our money together and I'm gonna give you an allowance type of thing. Yeah, I mean, I understand him trying to take care of the household, but
I don't agree with that.
Have my own account.
Me
I
too.
need to have my own money. If
Me
you want to
too.
have me put a certain amount, if you want to control the bills and I put a certain amount in the joint,
Please
I'm
do.
fine with that.
Yeah,
but I
please
need to have
do.
my own money so that
Me
when
too.
I feel like buying something, I can buy it and I don't gotta
Yep.
hear you telling me what to do.
I don't want to ask you, honey, can I have gas money? Honey, I need to get an oil change? honey, I don't want to hear none of that. Like, now, if we paying bills, all of our bills are paid. So any money that's in my account should be mine. But I still say, like I said, when I was growing up, and my mom said she had to learn that, quote unquote, the hard way, but she still had to learn it. When she was married to my dad, she was like, hey, we need to have separate accounts. You know what I'm saying? Because I don't want him to know when I get a gift for him or when I want to do something, whatever. You know, I might just want to buy something just reckless. If it's my money and I'm working for it, I want to pay for it. I don't want him to be able to look into the account and be like, oh, why did you have this withdrawal, or what is this swipe on the card? You know, some of that part is the independence.
And ultimately, as a married couple, if you make it a big purchase, you're supposed to have a conversation, whether it's your personal account or not. You can't roll up here with a brand new car, and
I dig it, Wahi. A brand new car, a big purchase. But if I want to turn around, I want to buy me now. I mean, a big purchase. Cause these days, Wahi can be a friggin' purse. But I'm not about to do all of that. You know what I'm saying? I'm about to be like, because if I'm getting ready to buy myself a Birkin, by the time I'm on the wish list, because you do got to get on a wait list, he's gonna know about it. He gonna know I'm paying for it. He not paying for it. Blah blah blah. But a car, you right, because damn near I need you to come with me to look at it and check it out. Blah blah blah. So you're gonna know, because I'm paying for it and it's my note. It's coming out of my pocket. But if I want to go here, or if I want to do that, or if I want to buy you a gift, no, I don't think that.
Shoes or something.
Exactly, because usually, if I have my own account, that's what it is. It's for my shopping.
Yeah.
So that it don't come out of your shit or come out of our house shit. So I dig what you're saying with that, because even though I'm not married, I have been in long-term relationships to where, you know, we have to tell each other about major purchases and blah 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 like that. But yeah, no, I ain't never had to tell a nigga about when I'm getting some shoes.
Yeah, he's doing too much too fast. Like, come on.
Controlling. He already started with the brushing the teeth, and then now he want to control with the money. He want to control everything, and I just hope that Rachel is able to still keep her ground, because I feel like she's gonna get swallowed up really easily and sucked into all the different stuff that he be trying to do, you know, and so her voice can get lost.
Yeah.
You know, and I think that he definitely needs to, if she wants to go international, we need to figure out a way to do that. Like, I don't like for someone else to come in and be like, oh no, we can't do that. Let's go to Vegas.
Or
and that's
New York.
A very big difference. That's a very big difference.
You see her face? I'd have been like, Vegas? Are you crazy? Like, no. I know she was trying to say it nicely, but I'd have been like, sir, no.
That doesn't even compare.
International, please.
And it's not like it's every year. She said every 2 years. I mean,
and that's the thing about it, though. One thing people have to know about marriage is that, yes, everything is a compromise, but you're not going to change me. You know, i.e., before I met my family travels, and before I met my husband, we traveled. And as you guys know, I travel. And so there was no way that he was going to just be like, oh, no, okay, we're not doing that. Excuse me? Maybe we are not. I'm doing that.
That's what I said, April. I was like, okay, well, you know what?
I'm still doing that. You know what I mean? Now,
I'll see you when I get back.
I'm not spending the household money, and I can afford it. Because that's what makes me happy. I'm not trying to change whatever makes you happy. Now, it's one thing if I'm not paying bills and I'm living reckless, then of course you need to say something. But as long as I can still afford it, then it shouldn't be a problem. You know what I mean? Now, she may have to tail it back some, but she says she only goes on to one big trip. And what she say, every 2 years?
Every 2 years, yeah.
So that's not a big deal. You know what I mean? Like, she ain't pulling my car where I'm going somewhere every couple of weeks.
And a trip to Switzerland is $2,400. We can't save $100 a month. No, I mean, that's 24 months. I could have saved
it.
And
actually, that's pretty good.
Right. I don't understand why it can't be, we just going to save and come up with the money.
And let's do it together. Like,
right, since you're the master saver.
Since you the master saver.
Whatever. Get out of here, Jose. Next. Who's next?
I guess we'll go to old sweaty and depressed and
Well, he was a little bit more happier.
Yeah.
Ryan.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
he was
he actually did good. I feel like he did good. I feel like he was good with Brett when they went on the little water thingy. He was pushing her a little bit when she was getting nervous and the thing, whatever that animal was.
With the manatee.
Because I would have been freaking out about that too.
Right.
But he was pressing her a little bit, like, okay, just look at it, just look at it. Okay. And then he was getting a little bit irritated, like, okay, you don't fly, you don't do that. Kind of like get a little bit.
I laughed. I was like, oh.
I didn't really like that. Like, okay, she's out there on the water, even though she doesn't want to be. She's doing it for you. So let's give her,
yeah, even Christina gave Henry some props for being in the water.
Right. So, I mean, he was nice for the most part. And he said before they did it, he said, if at any point you don't want to do it, we'll come back and whatever. So he seemed cool with that. So I don't know. He did seem like he was trying. I don't know how it would be. Like, how is it when you marry somebody, especially you don't even know you married them, and you like to do all this adventurous stuff, and they don't? Like,
then you keep doing it with your crew that you did it with before. Now, what I thought about was the political thing, because I am absolutely convinced that he stormed the fucking Capitol.
He probably did. With his Trump hat on.
He was in that shit. He was in there. Because when she kept saying it, our political views are different. Our political views are different. And I was like, oh, this joker is a full-fledged I heart MAGA damn hard carrying Republican.
Yep.
That's what I got
red hat wearing.
Yes, I'm gonna follow Trump.
Red hat wearing.
Yes.
No healthcare.
That's what I got from what she was saying, but not saying. You know what I'm saying? But his ass stormed the shit out of the goddamn Capitol.
I mean, he's a hunter. That kind of
all of that,
hand in hand.
And from Texas, and was sweaty and nervous.
Oh
my God, not sweaty and nervous.
I'm not trying to stereotype, but typically that kind of goes hand in hand. If you're a hunter,
no, it doesn't, because my daddy is a hunter and he's from the South. But my daddy is definitely not.
Your daddy is colored.
He is. My daddy is colored. But my daddy is part of the, what do you call it? The 5% with the money.
Okay. Well, if at any point throughout this season, if we see him in the camouflage, then we know.
He was there. He was there. His ass was there. He don't put his feet up on Nancy Pelosi desk. His ass was there.
Right.
I'm not fooling with you. Log off. I told you to log off.
Some of the mail. He probably the one that had the mail.
Right. His ass was there. I don't care what nobody. If he wasn't, he knows somebody that was.
He had the fence.
He had to work that day.
He was looking guilty. He had on that hat.
He had
the flag on it.
He had to hop the somebody. He knew the dude that was sitting in Pelosi's office and hopped the fence.
Yes.
He knew it.
That's his uncle.
Okay. Oh, that was his uncle. Right, in Arkansas. Because he was out, because his uncle, that dude, they found him in Arkansas. You right.
Oh my gosh. I cannot.
Them his people. That's his crew.
And she is the one, and Brett is the one with the Black Lives Matter t-shirt on, marching in solidarity. And that's why she like,
Talking about inclusion.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. Talking about, I'm so sad about what happened to, I knew he couldn't breathe. I'm so sad. Okay, bitch, calm down. Breonna Taylor was my homie.
There. Right. So that's why she's conflicted about her husband.
Breonna Taylor could have been me. No, it couldn't have been you.
But you know what? To the experts, y'all got to think about that. Like, that's some serious stuff. Like, I can't be sitting up here in the bed with the Trump lover. It ain't gonna work. It just ain't gonna work.
Yeah.
So the experts should have thought about that.
So when are the experts gonna, like, you know how other people like give you like the idea, the time to like, oh, you know, you guys want to guest star or something. Like, when are they gonna let other people guest star and fucking choose these people? Because experts, I love you to death. Hope you hear this because we've actually been at this podcast for over a year now. I hope that you hear this because tongue click, y'all fucking up these last
They
few
don't care. It
times.
makes for good rating.
It's
Yeah,
rushed.
but it is rushed. This last one especially was rushed. Y'all, the only saving grace for y'all keeping it funky is the people you got on couples cam. Who knew Jamie and what's her
Doug.
name? No, the other
Beth?
one.
Oh, Jamie and Beth.
Who knew Jamie and Beth was gonna be alive? Who?
Right, because they was
Who?
arguing with
Because
the
I would have
Caucasian
bet.
sex.
Hey, I lost money on them because I was like, oh, them motherfuckers ain't working. I lost complete money on them. But the Jamie and, you know, what's her name? Doug, you know, they working out first episode, but Ashley and Anthony, I kind of knew they were gonna work. Yeah, Ashley and Anthony
all the time.
Anthony. Yeah, I kind of knew they was gonna work. And then the other girl in Dallas, I kind of won money on them because I didn't think that they was gonna work, and I think she was gonna be a home mom or stay at home mom like she is, even though she having like fucking postpartum depression right now.
All the time. She between her and them kids is always something going on in that house.
She don't understand. She doesn't understand. She's thinking it's just she's anxiety. That's postpartum depression, baby, because that baby is not 6 months yet. That's postpartum depression. She freaking out. So, you know, she's not understanding that. But like these people, how they're doing. Jeff D. Oh, we're not going to talk about Jeff D and Shanice. Anyway, but
they're so on and off, please.
Oh my God. But how these people are going, the experts, y'all are missing the mark. I mean, let's keep it completely funky. Let's just start with Myrla when she said adamantly, I don't like bald people, and y'all give her fucking Gil, who's bald as fuck. Even though, yes, that
but he's what? He's what, April?
He's gorgeous.
Like, I'll take the ball. You're like, damn, I am.
Like, y'all must haven't seen that. Y'all see my husband?
Yes, I have seen her husband. But no, I'm with you, April, because I am attracted to bald men. So when she was saying that, you know, I was like, okay, bitch, well, you cool, because I like bald dudes. But the simple fact that she was so adamant because her friends kept asking that, well, what if he's bald? What if he's bald? I'd be so focused on the shininess of his head that I won't, you know. But then when she saw him, that shit completely changed. So that's what made me think like, oh, when she saw his head and she changed, maybe, you know, her attitude would change.
She's seen them arms too, because she's been holding on to the arms lately.
Honey. That fire! Ooh, he
but
got
to me,
arm.
the bald head. I mean, come on now, a man is gonna lose his hair, okay? Right. And it usually starts like in the 30s.
Yeah, but so the type that she is, Lovey, though, she would be okay if this nigga got a man weave.
Then she needs to funky. Then she needs to be with a Mexican man.
No, because not all Mexicans get the little man weaves. I ain't seen no Mexican person get the man weave.
No,
if
I'm talking about
no.
Right. I'm talking about as far as a man having a head full of hair. Then you need to be with a Hispanic man. I'm not saying not all. I'm not saying all, but a lot of them, and it might be a little thin because Johnny is thin in the top. Did y'all peep that? I peeped that last episode.
I did. I saw that.
I did.
So
Asian men go bald? Do they?
Yeah, they
do. Jose / Prince, he a little thin at the top.
Prince is a little thin, and then how they get their hair cut, they make it zhuzh up in the
then
front.
they spray it.
Oh my God, yeah. I can't. Where are we? Where are we?
Like a little puff.
Let's wait for Zack. Zack about to be dead in the middle.
We haven't talked about Mr. and Mrs. COVID, okay? Come on now.
Oh Lord.
My God.
Okay. I'm
you
not.
know
What y'all think? What y'all think about them? He said Johnny threw a couple of beers up to him, you know, to help him out. What y'all think about that shit?
You know, they keep showing the previews of Michaela acting real crazy, and I'm concerned. I'm concerned and I'm embarrassed a little bit. I'm embarrassed lightweight because why are you acting like that? And I don't know what's gonna send her over the edge.
Why are you talking to this man of whom you do not really know? Like when you talk to somebody that way, number one, they have gotten on your absolute last nerve. What she say? I don't give a mother.
She said you a motherfucking lie.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, you say something.
You don't even know him like that.
You don't know him like that to be talking to him like that. And then it's for somebody, my husband. It's certain things that you just not gonna say.
Let me tell you about when I realized she will bore your dog. When no one was there and she slammed that shit on that table, them damn Lysol wipes on that table. I was like, oh, this bitch will boil the shit out of your dog. Okay.
When? Because I didn't see that. I was waiting for you. I was waiting for the part where you were saying that, BB. Where?
The preview for next week.
Previews. So nobody's there. It looks like he's gone. Like she's in the house by herself, and they have the camera, like the overhead camera that stays in your apartment all the time. And she was moving along fine, and all of a sudden she just
didn't come home.
Shit on the table.
Because he didn't come home. And actually, when they show the previews again, it ain't like he didn't come home. He went to the gym or something. I don't even think he stayed out overnight because she said I woke up and he wasn't here. And he was like, it's only 9 foot, whatever. It seemed like he went to the gym or he wasn't there when she woke up. I don't know if he stayed out late or whatever. You know how the editing be. But I think he got up early and went somewhere and she just lost her mind.
I'm gonna need her to calm down.
This girl is crazy with a backwards K. You hear me?
Upside down smiley face, huh?
You hear me? Like, y'all better watch her. Y'all better watch her because that heifer is crazy. Like, I was like, oh, you the real kind. Straight jacket and all.
And she's the baby of her family. So yeah, she
and see, they call it Hurricane K.
Hurricane K.
But they call it this bipolar need to be medicated. Because when I saw, I was like, ain't nobody even there. Like, what are you doing? Like, nobody's there, and you in there having a fit in the in your house by yourself. That's crazy.
I can't.
Yeah, and I mean, he's super sensitive. You know, he crying and stuff a lot.
He gonna cry at the drop of a hat.
She ain't gonna know. He don't know what to do with that woman talking to him like that, acting crazy.
I can't.
Doing the whiz too.
Yeah. I'm so glad you know what that was. Why?
I can't. And I'm over this season already. I'm over it.
Yeah, I'm embarrassed by Michaela.
But it's gonna be good though, because there's a lot of real people that probably need to be medicated. I see quite a few, so this is gonna be
medicated
because Val needs a little something to take the edge off. And Lord knows Hurricane K need to be committed for a little while so they can regulate her medication.
She does. She does need a little. She does need a regulation of her meds. Hurricane K. She does. Miralax needs some medications. She needs some uppers.
She needs some dick and a good shit.
She needs some uppers.
Yes.
And maybe it'll make her want some dick. I'm not gonna go there with her.
That's what I would think. I was thinking about her because I was like, she's so guarded, and I gotta have this and that and that. That probably nobody ever gets to that point to actually serve her any penis. Or
I was gonna say, I don't think she's getting none.
Exactly.
Or she's one of these people that mess with the same guy. Like you have that go-to penis guy, but he'll never make you his woman because you're a handful.
Right. You know what I'm saying? And because when you finish, you put him out. She's probably like, who's seen what is that? Damn, Strictly Business. And when they finish, and she'd be like, she give him a tissue for the thing. That's what I feel. That's what I feel like Miralax is for the thing.
Or the guy that don't see her in that way.
I actually think she's I think she's her worst enemy, to be honest. I think
For
inside,
real.
this is why she even signed up for Murder at First Sight, because I think she wants to obviously have a relationship. I think she wants to be intimate with somebody, but
Do
being
you?
able to break down her own barriers to get there, I just don't, I think it's too hard. I think she stands in her own way. I feel like I don't see Gil getting past all of those layers to actually be intimate with her. I don't know if she's gonna allow that to happen. Even if
You
in her mind she wants it to happen, I don't think she knows how to allow it to
you
happen.
see her coming to this situation to like be vulnerable? You do?
No,
Just
no, I
calm down.
don't. I don't
Oh,
see her
okay.
having the ability to do. I think in her mind, you know how in your mind you see that you want to have that,
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
but physically getting to that point, I don't see how that's gonna happen.
I feel that she wants somebody to fit into her whatever she has going on. They fit into her shit because of course she already pays for her own her own
Oh, her brother said that.
extracurriculars.
Her
Yes,
brother said
she
that.
pays for her own extracurriculars. So okay, that's great. Now I was talking to my sister because my sister watched the show and she watches our podcast. Shout out Jazz. So she was like, I agree with y'all where, you know, she pays for her own stuff and she comes with her own money. But at the same time, when you get ready to get into a marriage, and my sister been married for over 10 years, she is like, some of that shit that you come in with, boo boo, that's over with. Like you want to do so you can have certain things on your own, if you work that into the relationship in the beginning, like I do need my alone time on my this or my that, but some of that compromise shit that you think, oh, I'm never gonna do, no, you're gonna compromise that if you want to keep this in the relationship and make it work or whatever. So some of the shit that Miralax is talking about, like, oh, I pay for this on my own and I do this on my own and blah blah blah, some of that stuff she's still going to have to um work with her husband. She's still going to have to, because you are in a partnership now, ma'am, and you're not completely in a singlehood, you know. So you can go ahead and pay for the shit that you was paying for in your bills and them little punk ass facials that's not working.
Y'all
Because you
keep
still
talking about this girl's face every
oh,
week.
okay. Let me stop. Well,
She
Lord.
gets chemical pills. She done chemical peeled all the structure out.
all I see is she just as rouge as the fucking um pictures on the back of your wall, Lovey. She is that pink. I'm gonna even
Okay,
her
you know what? And on that note,
oh,
we
we
are
finished with everybody.
we're done. We're done. We're
Okay.
done. I cannot. Y'all, we need Brown here. Y'all are out of control tonight.
Why? So Brown correct. Oh, I'm sorry. Brown
Please
is not
say
here,
trash.
America. Trash. Right. Right. Brown is not here, y'all.
In honor of Brown.
Right,
In
y'all
honor of
are
Brown.
in rare form tonight. Oh my gosh.
Miralax is did he call Miralax trash?
All the time, even though he was the only one that picked her, he still calls her
Yeah.
trash.
Yeah, I can't.
Because Miralax is what? Why he
Trash.
trash.
Yeah.
Phoebe, in honor of your husband, who is she?
Trash. He
There
got
we
it.
go.
Y'all, he's special.
Trash. Wait, no, y'all gotta hit it. Y'all gotta put the deep in your throat. Trash. Y'all gotta put that in your throat.
Oh my gosh. All right. Well, we are done. Hopefully next week will be better. I hope. I'm over
Oh,
this.
it's gonna get good. I am looking forward to it because it's gonna get good. I
I'm
need
gonna be
to see
embarrassed.
Michaela have her mental.
I'm already embarrassed by Michaela.
I need all of this. I need
Trash. It's trash
John to
already.
be like, I'm
Why
going
he-
home because you stank. I need all of it. I need all of this. Johnny like, I'm not getting to bed with this dirty ass girl. I'm going home. I need all of that. I cannot wait. Next week is gonna be everything I ever needed.
All right. Well, you heard it here first.
Yes.
All right. Yeah. Looking forward to it. All right. Well, everybody, thank you so much for tuning in with us. Keep checking us out right here on YouTube. Shout out to our YouTube visitors from week to week. Also, Instagram. I see y'all with the engagement. We appreciate you. Definitely check us out on Pop Break TV and popbreak.com. All other social media sites, Live, Laugh, and Lovey. Subscribe, share, like, comment, all that other good stuff. All right, ladies. I will see all of you at the water cooler next week.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye.